All right, how we doing, everybody? Mark Wayner with Champions Real Estate Team here at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Ambassador Real Estate Company. Thank you for joining us at our weekly Talking Real Estate live chat that we do every Wednesday, 12 o'clock here on our Champions Real Estate Team Facebook page. Just want to keep you up to date on what's going on in the marketplace over the last week. So we will jump on here real quick and check out our little graphic we do every week here. So looking at the new listings, new contracts written and sold homes. So based on, we had 521 new listings come up this last week. We had 340 new contracts written, so basically pending contracts. And then we had 610 sold homes over the last week. That's 610 new families walked into their new house. So what do those numbers mean? So basically from last week, we had only 406 new listings from the week prior to. So basically we got another extra 115 new listings, which is great, as we do have low inventory, as we see that we've been experiencing over the last probably couple of years as we've gone through. New contracts written, just about the same as the week prior to. So that means there's some more houses out there for people to look at. Sold homes jumped up about another 150 or so from the week prior. What that kind of tells us, obviously, that was right around Labor Day. Those Labor Day folks getting out there over the holiday weekend and stuff and writing those contracts up. So that's kind of what's indicative of what happened in the marketplace, 45, 60 days ago through that process of it. So as we look at it here, I'll jump out and show you just a little bit, another page that we use, our trend graphics report. This basically has a lot more detailed information, numbers driven through that process here. So as we kind of take a look at from this time last year, October 1st to October 20th, 2020 and 2019, we're still obviously down pretty significantly in our inventory, about 46%. Sold homes down 2.5%. But what I look at here is mostly indicative of what the market is actually doing is the contracts written. So this is pended, which basically means the contracts written are up, almost 6-7% from this time last year. So what that tells me is essentially we're getting homes on the market and they're coming right off the market. So our inventory is staying low. So like I kind of joked on last night, it's one in, one out, as it comes out, as they come on the market, they're leaving. But, this week we're positive 115 new listings. So, that's indicative of a good thing, for buyers that are still out there looking, to capture those low interest rates and get a home, hopefully get in the home before holidays as we look it through here and even the end of the year. So that's kind of a good picture of what the market's doing. So I was also reading another article that shared that we have 25% more buyers in the marketplace right now than we did at the start of the year. That's kind of a national number when they were looking at it. So typically that's usually a 9% number, 9% more than what we had at the beginning of the year, because usually kind of tails off a little bit, as school starts, people kind of settle into the routine. But with remote learning, working from home, those people can bounce around a little bit more. So we still have a lot more buyers out there. It's good to see that we had more inventory come on the market. I know I'll have a couple of new houses probably coming up before the end of the year yet. So I'll keep you guys informed on that. What else we got? Let's see, we got, talking about the economy as it comes through. Some of you may or may not know, but for basically about every real estate transaction, every house that is sold, that puts about another $29,000 to $30,000 back into the economy. So where do you get that number from? Well, it's basically all the workers working at the house. A new house goes up, it's kind of funny in the article I was reading, it's like the pizza delivery guy going out and delivering, pizzas to that new house. It's more income coming into that economy, into that, that local business that may be doing some of that food delivery. So that's just something kind of food for thought. That's why real estate in the economy, kind of leading into what Russ Williams at Arbor Bank is joining us. I guess I didn't introduce our panel. But we have Russ Williams with Arbor Bank and Jeff Peterson with Champions Real Estate Team. But what that kind of leads into is why the feds are buying so much mortgage-backed securities, because they want to keep those interest rates low so that buyers are still buying homes, even though we have low inventory, and in turn driving our economy. If we're looking at that, that's one of the largest drivers of our economy. When there's $29,000 roughly being put back into our economy for every transaction, that's a lot of money when you look at how many homes are sold, over the entire economy in the U.S. and just even here locally as we look at that. So yeah, we'll touch base with Russ here and see what's going on in the mortgage industry, see how rates are doing, Fannie and Freddie or anything else has gone on. So anyways, go ahead.
Hey, Mark. Hey, Jeff. Hey, everybody. Yet again this week, I feel somewhat like a broken record that we are seeing interest rates hovering near all-time lows. In fact, they moved down just a little bit week over week. Every week, Freddie Mac will publish its primary mortgage market survey and went down again. However, I will tell you that there are rumblings around Washington, D.C. that there may be a stimulus package approved possibly as early as late today. And this is the most positive news we've had out of there for a little while. And if that does happen to come together, that will likely put a little bit of upward pressure on rates. Now, I don't expect they're going to go up wholesale because we still have a long way to go with COVID and we still have the election a couple of weeks out. But we could see a little bit of movement in rates over the course of next week. I do think rates are likely to stay low. To Mark's point, the Fed is pumping literally hundreds of billions of dollars into mortgage bonds every week to keep rates low until we come out the other side of the uncertainty, both with COVID and who knows where the economy and the election may take us. So this is a great time to buy a home. And Mark, earlier this week, my wife and I had a conversation about Christmas and gifts. And I was thinking to myself, what better gift to give to friends and family than maybe some money for a down payment? This is a great time to buy a home, folks. You can buy more home now for the that you're financing than you ever could. Your finance dollars will take you further with interest rates low. So that might be an idea for people. Maybe a Christmas gift of down payment for the family.
Doing that, just make sure you have a gift letter, right?
Exactly. We'll help you with that.
Keep everything going. So, Jeff, do you have anything that you've seen in the marketplace? I know you've been out showing some houses. You had a couple listings get sold this last week and going forward. So.
No, it's staying crazy. It hasn't really slowed yet, which is great, really for all parties. But yeah, I mean, we have some listings still going to be coming up, so look out for those. I'm going to have another one next Friday or next Thursday that'll come live out west and 2-story. So keep an eye out for that. But yeah, market's great. Let us know what we can do to help.
Yep, and so keep track on our Champions Real Estate Team Facebook page, and also you can jump on to our championsrealestateteam.com on our website here. You can check out any of the active listings. Check out our buyer and seller guides. If you are thinking about it, I've talked to a lot of people too that are in that process of information gathering of what they want to do here in the next 6 to 12 months. And so that's something that's a good resource for you. And we can set you up on sold searches here as well. So if you're thinking of selling your house, we can kind of keep you up to date on what the market's doing in there. Just making sure that you're the most educated aspect of it when you're thinking of buying and selling a home. So, but yeah, like we said, market's doing well. It's kind of somewhat a little bit of a broken record. I think I was kind of excited to see that we had some more new listings than we did. We've been kind of hovering around that 400, new listings a week. And now we jumped up in the 500s. Which I think is a healthy number. I don't think people, oh my gosh, now it's going to switch to a buyer market. We're going to need a lot more homes than that. I go just to 12 years ago when I got my real estate license, we were at about 6,000 homes on the market. So we're a long way from that. We're sitting about 2138 is where we're at here. Active in Douglas County. In Sarpy County, we're about 720 active listings. So it's not very many from that perspective of it. But once again, I appreciate everybody jumping on. If you have any comments, questions, you can mark them on our Facebook post here. We'll reach out to you or reach out to us, via our website or the Facebook page. And we'll see you guys again next week. Jeff and Russ, thank you again. And appreciate it. And we will see everyone next week. Later, guys.